a showdown with our military. It's about the war in Afghanistan. By Friday, U.S. and NATO Commander General Stanley McChrystal is expected to ask the president for as many as 40,000 more troops to fight the war in Afghanistan. Now, according to the Washington Times, General McChrystal told his staff he was prepared to resign if President Obama does not implement the counterinsurgency strategy approved by the White House in March. The Washington Times reports the general has since told his staff he will stay in command. But is there a rift growing between the White House and the military command, and what is going on with Afghanistan? Republican Senator Lindsey Graham was just in Afghanistan. Senator Graham joins us live. First big question, do we need, you were there, how bleak is it? Do we need more troops, in your opinion?
Yeah, we need more troops.
It's bad?
Yes, very bad. It's deteriorated. The violence is greater than I've seen since I've been there. We're losing more troops. The Taliban have reemerged. The question is why. They don't have an army. They don't have an air force. But the governance problem is real in Afghanistan, and we don't have enough troops to go to the outlying areas of Afghanistan. So the Taliban have emerged in intimidating the population, and General McChrystal is recommending more combat power to bring about better security, which will allow us to have a second chance at better governance. With more troops, I don't know if we'll be successful. I think we will be, but without more troops, it's unfair to those who are there.
Because they're at higher risk.
Those who are there cannot do their job and change the momentum and take back territory from the Taliban without help.
Well, the thing that I guess that when you tell me that, you know, if indeed we need more troops there, is that we better do it sooner rather than later. And if the discussion began in February, we're already sort of 6 months behind it, putting a lot of people at risk. I mean, you know, we need to move on it. We either need to get in, or we need to fight harder with more troops.
Half measures are the worst things you could possibly do. The question for the country is 8 years after 9/11. I can't believe we're having a discussion about whether or not we want to make sure the Taliban do not come back in charge of Afghanistan. Can you imagine?
What happened? Why are we having that? I mean, like, why didn't we have greater success at this point?
Well, here's what happened. We had to send a lot of troops to Iraq. To lose in Iraq would have made it impossible to win in Afghanistan, so we did divert resources. But the Karzai government has failed to deliver governance. The Taliban is filling in a vacuum. They've regained traction, but the Afghan people don't want them back. That's our ace in the hole. But if you don't have enough security, you can't have economic growth or political compromise. So for whatever reason, it's a fact that the Taliban are occupying about a third of the country at different levels. And with additional troops, we can beat them. Then we'll have to come up with a strategy to govern better so they don't come back. But this idea of fighting from a distance is silly to me.
What is the president, do you know what the president is saying about it? Is he going to do as General McChrystal asked, or does he have a different plan?
I don't know, Greta, but I can tell you what the president said in March, announcing a new strategy that we will be sending more troops into Afghanistan. It's what we did in Iraq. A counterinsurgency strategy is designed to protect the people and the institutions of government from the insurgency. It's a mathematical formula.
But did we do that in March? If he announced that in March, did he do that in March?
No, but we set in motion we sent 21,000 troops early this year, but we need more. The counterinsurgency strategy is labor intensive. Here's what worries me. In the last weekend, he's talking about abandoning that strategy for a counterterrorism strategy, which means that you would fight outside of Afghanistan. Very few American troops in Afghanistan, and you try to control the Taliban from a distance.
Meaning what, like with drones? And
yeah, exactly.
We do it from the air, but...
And here's what happens. The Taliban will see that as a withdrawal. The people in Afghanistan will see that as a withdrawal. The moderates will get killed. The Taliban will become stronger. You need to be with the population. You need to be with the Afghan army and police force. The way we turned Iraq around is instead of training the Iraqis, we embedded with them. We actually went out in the field with them and helped them fight and train them at the same time. That's what we need to do now. The key to getting out is a better security force for the Afghans, police and army. But to do that, you got to have more trainers, not just more trainers, more combat power.
Senator, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Up next.